Okay then. Let's see here. So we kind of missed the opening because we weren't able to make it, unfortunately. But Jay was here.
I understand. I was here, and it was crazy.
I bet.
So I figure this probably will be a little bit of a shorter clip or episode or whatever, but at least we can get you to give us a tour of most of what happened.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Yay!
So, right off the bat, this funny little thing here that looks like an egg, if an egg was pink, this is the spawn point. This is it right here.
Ooh.
So that's where we're going to want to put hoppers once we get to the end and start dropping stuff in the end portal.
Yes, I believe so, unless Zaid was wrong, and I don't think he's wrong. I'm pretty sure he knows where it is, so that should be it.
Okay.
This fun little section of cobblestone blocks and stuff, this is part of his little road project. I'll go ahead and show that to you real quick. See, there's a couple flat areas. This is just kind of where we spawned in, but there's a couple of them that are kind of really close, and so they'd be good places to build and everything.
Oh.
So I think he's making a road to one of them.
Yeah, there's a plains biome over this way or something, isn't there?
I believe so. In fact, I think we can go take a look if you guys want to.
Yeah, I already grabbed some chicken from the cooker, so I'm good on food.
Same here.
It clogged up a little bit yesterday, but it's seems to be okay now, so I don't know what's going on, but I'll have to poke at it later.
Once we get some villagers or cure some villager zombies or something, I'll try to set up some automatic farms for wheat and potatoes and whatever else. Or at the very least, wheat, so that we can have a cow farm.
So this is kind of one of the areas I think we were looking at as far as where to spawn or build, but I think we're just going to kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, but I think the rule for this season is try not to spread out too far. I think was the...
we're not going to require that, but it's a good idea. It sounds like everybody's kind of wanting to stick closer to home this time, so...
I know community builds are much easier for me, so...
Yeah.
I have a hard time with coming up with standalone ideas. It's just so much easier for me to build stuff that everybody can benefit from.
Right. I just want to be closer to where all the action is. I feel like I didn't really do much last time. So.
Well, you know, that whole nether hub thing.
Ugh. Never again. So I suppose we could sleep at some point. And
which brings us back to bunkhouse.
Yes, I'll show you that next.
All right.
Ooh, that was a pretty smooth transition. Or link or...
It's almost like I planned it. I didn't, but it's almost like I did.
Let's pretend.
So up these stairs here, we took so long filming our intro, as per our usual tendency, that it started to get dark while we were doing it, and so we cut it short, and we ran up here and we just started digging. So this is the bunkhouse. Just pick a wall somewhere, anywhere. You can even go down the stairs and just dig yourself a little spot, because, yeah, I don't know, I have 2 doors to get in and out.
Okay,
cool.
So this is just kind of our little temp shelter thing until, you know, we do something nice. But
so basically carve out your own apartment and,
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It's getting kind of crowded up here. Maybe go down a little bit, but this also incidentally leads to the mine. So if you just head down that way, there's a ravine, and then you keep going, and there's a mine after that.
Okay.
So just pick a branch and dig away.
Cool.
These chests up here by the enchanting table, I think these are just kind of community chests. I think we've all been dumping stuff in there, so I hope they didn't belong to somebody, or else they're really rich now.
Oh, that works. And we already have enchanting. That's awesome.
Yep.
Except that you have to have lapis now, so...
Well, we've got 2 full stacks of that in here, and it doesn't take too much, so
Oh, okay.
that should
Oh,
last
and
us
there's
a
some
while.
diamond too.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yep. And then all these beds, I had to go a really long ways to find some sheep, and then I just kind of camped out and was shearing them, because I remember Zaid telling us about getting the sheep back to spawn last season, and that was
Didn't
a
work
nightmare.
so
So
yeah.
he did it, but I don't want to do that. So I just stood there and sheared them until I had enough to make, I don't know, 12, 13 beds or something like that. And then I carried them back, and
Yeah.
it took forever.
We'll get sheep back eventually, but I don't
Oh,
feel like it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We need leads, and for that we need a slime farm, and
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Well,
for that we need a witch farm, and
Well, we just need slime, actually. Not.
Yeah, well,
We can get some leads before the whole
yeah, but
industry phase of.
and there's a pretty good sized swamp near here, so we actually have a pretty ready source of slimes if we want to go and get a few at some point. So,
did you notice if there was a hut over there?
I didn't see one, but it's like I said, it's a pretty good sized swamp, so there's a good chance.
Okay, we'll have to check it out.
Anyway,
Cool.
I suppose we should probably sleep because we did say we were going to do that. So
Yeah.
Let's-
plop a bed down, grab somebody else's, whatever. Oh, may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Oh, bummer.
Well,
Well, here in
Okay,
the
I found
basement, we're fine.
there we go. Woo!
All right.
And I trapped myself in my own room. That's pretty smooth.
Fantastic.
And I'm up everyone here. There.
Oh, you guys have little alcoves. That's good.
There we go.
So D and Ari are
Okay.
kind of in here. I don't know whose bed this is. This was a little mushroom growing area that Zaid had, but now it's my chicken machinery.
Cooker.
So
Yeah.
Ah, I thought I heard a lot of noisy.
yeah, don't recommend living over here now. Anybody that set up camp here ahead of time, they're gonna be really hating me now.
Now,
So.
I do have the, what is it, Minecraft Minus resource pack that drops the volume of most of the annoying sounds, so that helps a lot.
Oh, I bet.
But, those sounds still exist. I might just
Yep.
edit it and make them all completely silent, especially that
could do that.
stupid ticking noise of the chickens walking around. I
Drives me
don't know
nuts.
why they added that.
So that little pool of water, as we were going into the rabbit hole, I guess we could call it, in honor of all the rabbits, that is a combination fishing hole / hot tub. So just use it for whichever, at whatever point.
Maybe not at the same time because.
Well, I mean,
If you
looks,
really
that would
want to
hurt.
catch somebody else,
Yeah.
just check and make sure the area is clear before you start casting lines, because
Yep.
if somebody's sitting 3 feet to your left and you throw a fishing
Yeah.
line in there,
a fishing hook in the eyeball is not fun.
yeah. Outside of that, we have a farm. Ooh,
Yep.
sweet. Nether wart.
Yep.
Potatoes and carrots. I think somebody brought back.
Yep.
Lots
Looks
of
like
trees. Help yourself.
it. Sweet. So basically, the rule with the trees is replant what you harvest, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Although
That
to be
makes
fair,
sense. The standard.
and this doesn't get out between you guys and me and YouTube, so everyone's gonna know. I haven't been replanting very well.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I mean, we're surrounded by birch forest, so
Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. So I replant the acacias. It's the oak trees I haven't been very diligent about. So I might just have to go through and scatter some around.
Yeah, I think one of my first builds is gonna have to be a charcoal factory type thing, so we can
Yes.
have unlimited torches and stuff like that.
We even have
That
pumpkins.
sounds cool.
Yay, pumpkins!
So I don't think anyone's really done anything with the Nether yet, and the couple times that I've gone through that portal, I've gotten stuck coming back through it.
Oh.
So that's probably just me and my crummy internet or some darn thing, but I have a really hard time. I come back through and I rubber band a lot, and so
Well,
I've had that issue too. Not on
might be something
here,
about the
but
snapshot.
in general.
I don't know.
mm-mm.
It was really
I
bad for
don't
me the night that we started. I spent probably a good minute or so before somebody finally broke the portal and got me out. But
I had
Oh,
that
wow.
issue on the modded server, oddly enough. Which doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense, but...
I have a little bit of it there, but not too bad. But here it was pretty bad for me. And some people go through and they don't have any problems at all, so I don't know what's causing that. But just be warned. There's not really much to see in there anyway. I think there's a nether fortress that somebody found, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
Well, if there's a fortress, we're going to want a blaze farm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yay, projects for me to work on.
So all
Woo.
kinds of nice, beautiful places to build. So I think we're just kind of picking a spot, you know,
Cool.
close-ish. It doesn't have to be like right here,
Yeah.
where it's gonna get real crowded.
Well,
Just if you're not reasonable distance away, make sure you do your mining in the community mine, just so that we don't, you know, all dig into each other and all that stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
That works. Yeah, I've always been
There-
more of a tunneler anyway, so I think I'm going to try
Yeah.
to go back to that this season, because
Yeah.
it is hard trying to build big structures when you're not
Oh, man.
used to it.
Oh man. And especially with all these huge mountains and hills and stuff that you have to clear away if you pick a bad spot, you know. It's just-
Exactly. I'd rather just dig into something and then make windows in the existing landscape.
Well, see, that's kind of what I did, and that worked really well. And this season, I think I'm going to actually try and do it the hard way. So
Yeah. Well, that's
We'll
what
see
I
if
did
I get
last
even less
season.
finished.
So. That's what I
So,
tried
other
to do
than
last
that-
season, and I ended up not actually building anything other than that little starter hut. So,
yeah.
Well, that's something.
Other than that, I don't think there's really much else to show at this point.
Okay.
We're still pretty
Yeah.
early on. I mean,
well,
we're
you know
about
the
2
best
days
thing
in,
about
so-
this spawn, though?
Hmm.
No clay.
No clay.
Doom,
Oh
doom,
boy,
doom.
that was something we talked about a great deal. Everybody just kept saying it's so green. Look at all these trees. Ooh."
There's nature in Minecraft.
You know what this spawn doesn't have? Any dang clay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were very happy about that. I mean, that mesa biome, that was cool, and I know at some point I'm gonna be like, gosh, I wish there was some clay that we could just harvest and have. But
Well,
Yeah.
the best thing, though, is going to be that if we do find a mesa, it won't be at spawn, so we can
right,
just
we can go
decimate
to
it.
it whenever, but we don't have to
that's
stay
true,
there.
We don't have to keep it looking pretty because we're not going to want to.
You don't have to go home, cause you know. So yeah,
Cool.
that is the
Oh.
grand tour, such as it is. And
Awesome.
Well, thanks a lot.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So, do we know where we're putting the iron farm?